Hello everybody. In this video we're going to work on the sound called central A. It is very similar to the Spanish A. Yes, it's very near the pronunciation of the Spanish A. So this sound should not cause much difficulty. Let's have a look at the diagram. See where the central A is. It is called central precisely because it is the center of the tongue that is raised, as you see. It is in the central area. As regards the height of the tongue, you have to raise the tongue up till you reach a position between half open and open. As this is a central vowel, the position of the lips is unrounded. So let's complete the information in the workbook. Pause the video if you need. Let's speak about the phonotactics. The sound A can occur in initial and medial position, but not in final position, except in the exclamation aha. But other than that, the A does not occur at the end, always at the beginning of the word or in the middle of the word. Let's see now the most common spellings. The most common spelling of this A sound is the U. The U, when it is pronounced like an A, it sounds like the central A, as in mud, fun, butter, hat. When the O is pronounced like an A, it is also this A, the central A, as in one, mother, worried. Other spellings for this type of A are OU, as in young or trouble, double O, as in blood and flood, and OE, as in does. Now pay attention, this A sound is never spelled with the letter A. Whenever you have the letter A in a word, it's not this A. It's either the front A that we have already seen or the long R sound, but never this A, okay? Okay, pause the video to copy the transcription of the examples. Now have a look at this. This is very curious. There are some irregular verbs in English which have an internal vowel change. For example, the verb begin, the simple past is began with the A, and the past participle is begun with the U. Whenever you have this type of internal vowel change, the simple past with the letter A is pronounced with the front A sound, and the past participle with the U letter, it's pronounced with the A, the central A sound. So this is begin, began, begun. Run, ran, that's the past. Run, the past participle. Then you have sing, sang with a, and sung with a. Drink, drank with a, drunk with a. Ring, rang, the past. Rung, the past participle. Swim, swam, swam. Do you hear the difference? These are just examples, but all the verbs that have this internal vowel change follow the same rule. The simple past with the A will be pronounced with front A, and the past participle will be pronounced with the central A because it corresponds to the U letter. Let's do some exercises now. In this first one, what I want you to do is try and repeat these pairs of words. These words are minimal pairs because the only difference is the vowel in the middle. For example, in the first one, you have bag and the other word is bag. The only difference is that the first one is a and the second one contains a. So you repeat these minimal pairs to practice the difference. If the recording is going too fast, you may make pauses in the video so that you will repeat more comfortably.
Up, a, hand. Task 1. Distinguish between a and a. 1-1. Listen.
Bug, bag, mud, mad, puddle, paddle, fun, fan, sung, sang, butter, batter, hut, hat, truck, track, much, match, drunk, drank, cup, cap, uncle, ankle.
Okay, now let's do another activity. In the next audio, you're going to hear only some of the words in this list. Listen and number the words you hear.
1, 2. Listen to these words. Write the words you hear. 1,
Bug,
2,
mud,
3,
puddle,
4,
fan,
5,
sang,
6,
batter,
7,
hut,
8,
track,
9,
match,
10,
drunk,
11,
cap,
12.
uncle.
Okay, if you need, you can go back in the video and listen to it as many times as you need. When you're sure that you have distinguished the sounds and the words correctly, you play the video to see the key to this activity. Here is the key to this activity. Pause the video if you need to check your work. Now let's do another one. In this one, you have sentences. In each sentence, you have the possibility of two words, two options. For example, in the first one, you have butter with central A and better with front A. Always the first of the two words contains the central A and the second word contains the front A. So listen and underline or circle the word that you think you are hearing.
1, 3. Listen to these sentences. For each one, write the word you hear. 1,
I like my fish cooked in butter.
2,
He's worried about his ankle.
3,
Put the rag on the floor.
4,
Here's a cup for you.
5,
I've lost the track.
6.
Does my hat look nice?
If you need, you go back in the video and listen to it as many times as you need, until you understand which is the correct word. When you're ready, you play the video again and I'll give you the answers. Okay, here are the answers of this exercise. Pause the video if you need to check your work. Alright, let's work now on something else. These are phrases that contain in contrast the central A and the front A. For example, if you have a look at the first one, you have a Russian and this letter U is central A. And in the second case, you have stamp with the front A Russian stamp. In the second example, you have lovely. The O is pronounced like the central A, lovely. Hat. See the contrast? A Russian stamp, a lovely hat. In the next one, you have sudden with central A. And the second word contains the A sound. Bang. In the next one, you have dozen. This is A, central A, not dozen, okay? Be careful. This is dozen with central A. And the second one is apples, A with front A. In the second list of words is the other way around. First, you have the front A, black. And in the second word, you have the central A, cupboard. Flat, front A. Cover. Be careful, this word cover is pronounced with the central A. It's not cover, it's not O, okay? It is pronounced A, cover. African, front A again. And the second one, hut, central A. And in the last one, you have damp. And the second word contains central A, rug. So listen and repeat, and be careful because in the first list you have first the central A and then the front A, and in the second list you have first the front A and then the central A. Here we go.
Task 4. Say A and A. 4-1. Listen to these phrases.
A Russian stamp. A lovely hat. A sudden bang. A dozen apples. A black cupboard. A flat cover. An African hut. A damp rug.
Very good. Let's see another activity. In this one, you have a menu. What I want you to do is pause the video and analyze which A sounds you find in the words according to the spellings that we saw, which are the most common spellings of one A and the other A. Yes? Remember that the A, the most common spelling is the A, whereas for the central A, you have the U as the most common spelling and also the O. So analyze the words that occur here and try to figure out which A sound occurs in each word. Pause the video to do it. Okay, now that you have done your analysis, let's hear the words.
4-2-A. Listen to someone reading out the menu on page 99.
Lunchtime snacks. Cup of tea. Cup of coffee. Ham sandwich. Ham sandwich with mustard. Mixed salad. Mixed salad without onion. Currant bun. Jam sponge. Apple pie and custard. Bread and butter with plum jam. Blackcurrant jam.
Okay, could you hear the difference between the A and the A? Let's see what you marked. Let's see, Jens, where the central A appears. The first central A that we can see is in the word lunchtime. This U is pronounced like an A, and remember that when the U is pronounced like an A, it is central A, lunchtime. We have another central A in the word cup. In the word mustard. In the word onion. In the word currant. In the word bun. In the word sponge. In the word custard. In the word butter. Plum. Currant. And honey. Let's see where the front A occurs. The front A occurs in the word snacks, ham, sandwich, salad, jam, apple, jam again, and black here, in black currant. Okay? Pause the video if you need to check your work. Excellent. So this is all for the central A. I will see you in another video. Goodbye, everybody.